Okay. And I think we're live. Sweet. I think we are live now. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to put this somewhere. Where do I put this tab? Whatever. We'll put it like over here. That's fine. That looks fine. And then I gotta take this and I gotta put this over here. I'm a maniacal genius. Today we are gonna be building a slime dungeon on the Grazzy Breath of the Wild SMP map. It's not an SMP map, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, you know what? I forgot about the stream description. I gotta edit it really quickly. By Grazzy. There we go. Okay, the description had like an incomplete sentence at the top of it, but it's fixed now, so if you refresh the page, it'll be fine. Awesome, yeah, people are gonna be trickling in here because we're starting a little early, and that's fine, because we're gonna take part in a time-honored tradition that we haven't done in a little while, but which I think is really fun. We are going to be doing a stream doodle. Pre-stream doodle. And I will make this larger for you all to see, and I'm gonna use my iconic bolder font that I use for all my videos. Sweet, we're gonna just plop that right there. In fact, if anybody wants to, we could do something really edgy today. Kaboom, inverted colors. Doesn't get edgier than that. This is as good as it gets. So, if you'd like to take part, give me a suggestion, and I will try doodling it on our screen here. Somebody said, do something random. Okay. Wait. Yes, redo it. How do I lock this in place? Is there a way I can lock the screen in place, or whatever this thing is? Oh, tools, graphics. Nah, I don't think there is. Oh, user interface. I mean, that was just there, but I'm gonna check anyways. I don't see an option. I'm just gonna have to hope that I get as close as possible. Somebody said, how come you changed your main color to red, says RTX. I changed it to red. Because I think it's a more piratey color. If you look up the word pirate, not pirates, because that'll give you the baseball team, but if you look up the word pirate on Google, you will find lots of red and brown and blue. Red is the primary accent color though, so I use blue. Can the final boss be breeze-like tornado enemy? And I don't know what that means. Pizza. Okay, wait. There's a few suggestions. I gotta scroll back. I saw hamster. Hamster is the first thing we'll do. That was the first suggestion. So we're gonna draw a hamster. We'll make it red because red is a cool color. I like hamsters, and I like the color red. Come on. There we go. Okay, I have a brush size that's just big enough for me to deal with. This will be our little hamster buddy. Oh yeah, this is gonna turn out really well. Yeah, you seeing this? Cause I'm seeing this. We'll just do one eye, and then we'll do that. And he's got a little tiny tail. There's our hamster. Boom. Artist extraordinaire. Let's go. What's the next suggestion? Slimy bread. Ew, that's gross, but we'll do our best with that. We're gonna do a bright green for that color, cause when I think of slimy, I think green. And we'll do a bunch of dots on it because it's bread, and bread has dots on it, and we'll make a drip coming off of it. That looks really dumb. That's a little bit better. Yeah, it's like really gross. And actually, for the bread, we're gonna give it a little bit more of an outline on the bottom to give it a 3D look. Yeah, that's slimy bread if I've ever seen it. I don't want to eat that. It's gross. It is disgusting. Whoever suggested that. What, Windsor? You need to have your head checked. That was disgusting. Somebody said chicken. We're gonna do chickens. For that, we're also gonna use the color red. Sorry, I just uncentered it. Yeah, we're gonna do the color red again for that. Let me think about this. Okay. We'll do that. Now we're actually gonna use multiple colors for this. And then we're gonna switch to a white. And we're gonna switch back to yellow. And we're gonna do that there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. We're gonna need our bucket. We're gonna switch back to white. That's not quite good enough. Ah, that's too much. Haha, we did it. Oh, that's too much again. Pretty good. Let's grab some yellow again, and we're gonna finish the beak, because it's not quite done. That's pretty good. And now, some eyes. Yeah, that's a chicken. That's a pretty good chicken, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Boom, identifiably a chicken. Make a dog, says Jacob S. Yeah, we could try a dog. We'll try doing a dog. We're gonna do this really quick here. And we'll do a face of a dog, because that'll be a little bit easier for me than doing a full dog. Tongue sticking out. And then, the tongue looks a little strange. Maybe if we do it like that? No. I'm sorry. Who is that? Who's that again? Jacob? Jacob, I failed you. Let's try that again. I'm gonna need to make the dog bigger. Yeah, like that. Ooh. I'm drawing this with mouse, by the way, if anybody is curious. So this is a little difficult. Yeah, we'll do that instead. That'll look better. That's a dog. There we go. That's as good as it gets. Making a chicken, somebody said that. Good hamster. Oh, do a random picture. Oh. The chat just uploaded for me. Looks like a duck with red stuff. Zeldian, that is what a chicken is. It is a duck with red stuff. If that's not a chicken, I don't know how to make you happy. Do a pirate ship with a bread flag, says Kagui. Kargui Gamer. You're testing me with my pronunciations today. Also, for the chicken, since I'm getting criticism, I will fix it by adding another little thing there. Now it's certifiably a chicken, right? It's got to be it. Okay, I think that's good enough. But let's do the pirate ship idea. For this, we're gonna need some water. Hopefully it's centered so you can see this. Otherwise, this is gonna be very difficult to tell. And we'll also do red. We'll do red for the ship. The back end needs to be taller. Then it goes like that. We'll make it like a caravel. Ooh, that's too big. Wait a minute. For caravels, they're very thin. You kind of draw a caravel like that. It's not exact, but it's going to be good enough. And caravels have multiple sails too. I think they just have square sails. I might be wrong. I'm not sure. Except for maybe like a triangle in the front. We won't do a triangle. We'll just do square sails. I know that's probably not accurate, but whatever. And for the flag, it's too small to make it bread, so we're just gonna do little lines because I messed it up. Assume that there's bread on the design of the flag. Oh, you know what? The sail. We'll make the sail look better. The sail will fix it. That's how we will do it. And we won't forget to add some rigging. You always got to have rigging on your ship whenever you're doing ship drawings. Anybody who forgets the rigging, shame on you. Actually, this rigging is really weird looking. Let's do it like that. Like that. That's a little bit better. Okay. Now for bread, we're just gonna do a loaf. Boom, 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 boom. That's it. That's bread pirate ship if I've ever seen it. That's as good as it gets, baby. That's my catchphrase today. Baby, that's as good as it gets. Draw Windblight Ganon? Ha, nope, that's being vetoed. Draw Swack, says Eldian. That's easy, that's an exclamation point. Boop. Oh, he's orange. He's got the hot orange or yellow design. I think he's using hot orange right now as his design. Boom. Swack. Swack is a good friend of mine. He edited one of my videos in the past, and his logo is an exclamation mark. He has his own channel where he is covering Zelda right now. If you haven't seen Swack, do that. And I will spell his name out for you so you could see it. Swack with an exclamation mark at the end. That is his name. Somebody says, draw your logo. Travis, you're really testing me. Travis, you're going to test me today because I can barely draw my own logo, but we'll give it a shot. And this will be, I think, the last thing we draw. So let me rearrange this just a little bit so we have room here. Ah! Wait a minute. Let me fix this really quickly. There we go. Now I can rearrange it. I'm going to rearrange it so things are spread out a little bit. I like it when things are spread out. There we go. There's a dog, and we got Swack. We got the sandwich, which is now has a little green blue. What is that? Red splotch? It has a red splotch on it now, which is terrifying. Whatever. I'm not gonna bother fixing it. And now we're gonna do the Bread Pirate logo. So for this, there's 2 parts to it. There's the black outline, which I think we have set, and then there's the red circle. So let's make an actual circle. Let's make a circle. Okay. Ooh, this is gonna be really hard. Oh, what? What happened? Oh, wait, yes, I know what's going on. There we go. Ha! Behind the scenes stuff going on. Okay, Where do we go from here? Let's do the black now. And we're gonna increase the brush size dramatically. I said we're gonna increase the brush size dramatically. There we go. This is not going to look right originally, but it will get better. I think we need to do it like that. Oof, that's kind of rough. Okay, and then we're gonna do a triangle. Okay, now we switch to white and we make a smaller brush. I said we make a smaller brush. Let me edit this. Gosh. Okay. And we're gonna try and do a triangle Triforce here. This is not gonna turn out brilliant, but it'll be good enough. Good enough is gonna be our logo today. Slogan today. Yes. That's the Bread Pirate logo. Great. That looked way better in my head. That looked infinitely better in my head. I'm gonna have to now live with that for the rest of my life. Let's switch what we're doing today. Let's get out of this. Okay. I have to click here. There we go. I also hope you guys are appreciating the Nintendo Fruitiger Aero music in the background. I'm loving it. I didn't grow up with the DS. I grew up with a Wii, but I'm loving it. I think it's great. Okay. And now let me also get the chat back so I can see what you guys are saying, you knuckleheads. He's drawing his profile pic. Bookish? Yeah, bookish. I'm drawing my profile pic. Or I was. Now we're going to enter into the game. Let's fix that. My fly speed was way too fast. Oh, ew. Walking speed? No, not walking speed. Fly speed. There we go. Why would I want my walking speed to be 1? Of course it's going to be 1. Yeah. Do you remember me from last stream? Says Dog TV Games. Dog TV Games, I don't remember you specifically. I'm sorry. It's tragic. Okay. So, now that we are all here and we are in Minecraft, we have an objective. And that objective is we need to find a location in which we would like to host our little slime dungeon. Where is a slime dungeon most fitting in a Minecraft map? So to analyze this, we have our handy dandy map here, and I'm open to suggestions because I haven't marked it down at all. I have no plans for this dungeon. We're going in completely blind. Oh, it's Stanley. It's Stanley. Stanley, it's nice to see you today. Welcome to the stream. That's an amazing map, says Devious Crafter. Well, thank you, but I didn't make it. Grazzy made it. Zildian summoned me. My profile picture is a GameCube. That's cool. This is my first stream, says Candace. Welcome as well. Farron, somewhere probably is slimy. I think Farron is a really natural choice because it's jungly and slimes, jungles seem to go together. I'm curious if there's a better location though, like maybe a bog somewhere where maybe like there's muddy water. That would work really well too. Nuclear Lemon says, Bread, you should make a dungeon that's based off of one of the older dungeons, but they're just ruins. Ooh, that's going down in the idea book. Where's a notepad? I have a notepad here, and I use this usually for writing down scripts. I'm actually writing out the script right now to an episode on fall damage. Fall damage in The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. In Tier 1, we have the safe zone. Any height from 19 meters or less is 100% safe, and you will take no damage, unless you're dumb enough to dive into the ground face first, which will always give you at least 1 heart of damage. That's the idea behind the video. Just a little snippet of it. Well, let's find a page that we can use for writing down Ideas for this stream. The fall damage video is so annoying to make for one reason, and it's the graphs. I have to make graphs and charts for it, and I'm not very good at those. I always freak out on like, oh gosh, is this the best way of making the chart or graph for this? I don't know. Okay, so the idea was make ruins of old Zelda dungeons. That is genius. That is genius, Nuclear Lemon. I like it. Somebody said do a dungeon of... Oh, wow. Wait, I gotta scroll back up. Dungeon under the Temple of Time, says Zelda's launch. I like that idea. Dungeon under Temple of Time. I'm gonna write that down. Of time. Now, we do have to keep in mind. There's only about 2 weeks, maybe not even that much time, before this map is going to go public. So we can only work on so many dungeons. I might work on some afterwards, but I probably won't live stream it at that point. I'm not sure. So we can't make anything that's like huge. It's gonna be smaller in scope, any dungeons that we make here. Somebody said Wrist Peninsula. I don't know where Wrist Peninsula is. Sorry. Daya Village Ruins. Now that's not a bad idea, Bobosaurus, but we already have a Daya Village Ruins dungeon. It's actually the one we did last time. It's really close. Military Training Camp. Now that's good. I like that idea. Or Gopanga Swamp. Gopanga Swamp. Whoa, wait, where's Gopanga Swamp? Oh, Bottomless Swamp. Wait, yes, Bottomless Swamp is a genius idea. Where is that? Right over here. And actually, there's no dungeons in this location yet. Dark red dots are done, which means I should actually edit this one. That one's done. Light red ones are still being worked on. This one is done. Is that one done? I don't think I've put anything there yet. Oh, wait, yeah, I haven't worked on that one yet. Yeah, so if it's dark red, it's already done. If it's light red, it's still being worked on. And this is a spot where we don't have any yet. We could... What's another one? Somebody said Gopanga? Wherever Gopanga is, if Gopanga is a spot that doesn't have any, that'd be great. Do the Slime Cavern ruins from Link's Awakening. I have not gotten to that part yet. I did not know there were slime ruins in Link's Awakening. I haven't finished the game yet. A Trial of the Sword. Trial of the Sword would also be fun. That's not happening, though. That's too ambitious. Actually, Hortletum might be working on it. Yeah. I gotta tell you an idea, says BT, for a Dungeon. Maybe. Oh, it's in Koholint. Oh, you want to put a dungeon on this island? We already got one. We got one on this island. It's the library. This is... The parrot came with me. Nice. On this island, we have a dungeon, which is where we are storing all of our books that we're going to hide around the map. Let's just set the parrot right there. So that's already covered. But yeah, I like the idea of the Bottomless Swamp. Let's put it at the Bottomless Swamp. I just got to figure out where that is. Ah, this is the right direction. We're going to go to the Bottomless Swamp. I think that's it. Dungeon. BT and Jack Official. I'm sorry, you're spelling it wrong. Yeah, but besides the mistake, what is it you wanted to tell me, BT? Oh, other people are saying Under the Statue in Gerudo Desert. I like that idea. Save that one for another stream. We might be doing a desert-themed stream soon. Deku Scrubs in the palace above Korok Forest. Oh, that'd be fun. Although I can't make any Deku Scrubs. Inside Lake Hylia. That's another good idea. Is this map going to be available in Bedrock, says Devious Crafter. I have no idea. You're going to have to ask Grazzy that if he does a live stream anytime soon. Here we go. Almost skipped it. Yeah. Is that going to be available? Can you do Death Mountain? After that, can you do Death Mountain, says Tom Asher. Well, I'd love to, but we're actually working on a project at Death Mountain already. Here, let me make a waypoint and I'll show you. So I got to go here, add edit, Slime Dungeon. We'll just call it Slime Dungeon, and we'll use red. There we go. Yeah, we have a dungeon we're actually working on in this area. We have a few already. Somebody started working on a hot cave cavern and then never finished it, so I'll have to finish that one. There is a mine at Daruk. There's a mine shaft that we call Daruk Caverns, which is in near Goron City. And it has its own minecart system. And then we have this one. We have this one, which you enter by jumping into the pool of lava here. And that takes you into a nether-themed dungeon. So we have that covered. I'm not going to be doing too much more at Death Mountain. I wish I could, but I don't have all the time in the world. Have you done a cold cave cavern yet, says Kappa. No, not yet, but we'll save that for another one. We're saving that for another one. And I have a lot of ideas. I can't wait to get this map. My computer may explode, but it'll all be worth it, says Bobosaurus. Yes. Yes. It's hard to run on computers. Okay, so here we are. We're at the bog. We're going to have to decide on an entrance to our dungeon that we're making. The slime dungeon. And I'm not exactly sure where to put it, so we're going to just have to wander around for a second until we find a spot that looks good. Actually, that looks really nice already. I like this. I like this. Yeah, we'll make this the entrance. And what's nice about it is it's hidden away. So if a player wants to just wander around the world without finding any homebrewed dungeons and they just want to play the vanilla experience, they can easily skip this. Rinka says, it's crazy how accurate the map is. Yeah, it is. It's really accurate. However, it's not perfect. Oh, BT and Jack Official says, Brett, I made the idea, but you have to scroll up a bit. All right, I'll try finding it. Okay. You should make a dungeon where you can get the Master Sword early, but it's guarded by a blight harder than Thunder Blight. BT and Jack Official, do you think I'm a modder? I can't do that. That's a fun idea, but unfortunately, it's a little bit unrealistic given my resources. No. First off, I can't put a Master Sword in the game, although I could put a Diamond Sword in somewhere. And I do not have the resources to make Thunder Blight. Although we could replace it with the Wither, maybe. The only issue is Grazzy, the creator, doesn't want people to have just easy nethers, or wither skulls lying around. Did I say nether? I meant wither, the wither. Yeah, because that would be really detrimental to multiplayer. Have you thought about making a Bread Pirate ship dungeon, says Rinkus. Actually, yes, I have. I'm not sure where I will put it yet. And it also occurs to me there are multiple skulls here, so I'm not sure where the entrance should be. Maybe they could all be connected. Maybe that'd be a fun idea. This dungeon, the way we could design it is we could have all of them connected up to each other. And I think that's a cool idea. So if you enter one skull, you could come out at another one. And then we could eventually have one that leads all the way up to here. Yeah, I like that idea. I think that could be fun. We'll give that a shot. But actually, somebody mentioned that this stream has Ozzel. Ozzel's here! Nice! Ozzel, if you guys don't know, is another Zelda YouTuber. And not only that, but he's very smart when it comes to live streaming. After my last stream where we had audio issues, Ozzel sat with me for like 2 hours. Was it 2 hours? It must have been 2 hours. And just helped me figure out how to make the bitrate perfect for the stream. Based off of my imperfect internet connection. Yeah, that was super helpful. So if everybody could give like a golf clap in the chat for Ozzel, that'd be great. Make the Lionel in Zora's Domain. Actually, the Lionel in Zora's Domain should be made already. If you guys want to see it, there is a Lionel in a lot of parts of the map already, so I think that one's done. Nuclear Lemon says, I know how to make a Master Sword replica. Take the end rod, place it face down, and... Oh no, your chat. Place it face down, and then put a blue candle on top. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. BT and Jack Official says, okay, instead of a blight, you will have to find bombs around the dungeon and blow up a layer. Your bomb rune will be disabled. Well, I don't actually know how to disable the bomb rune. There is a bomb rune on the map that you can find if you're enabling the plugins, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah. The sense of scale in this map is one of the coolest parts. Yeah, it's really close. And here we go. Yeah, this is the Lionel in Zora's Domain. It's already here. Like we could get a little selfie with it. Actually, let's actually stand on it, so it looks kind of vanilla and it doesn't look like I'm in creative. There we go. Boom, screenshot. But we're gonna get started on the slime dungeon. We're gonna start on the slime dungeon now. Oh no, is somebody spamming in chat? Yeah, let's not spam it in chat. Goodness gracious. Although it does help viewer engagement numbers, but we don't want to spam too much. No. Okay, so we're going to start with the dungeon. To do this, we need to figure out an entrance. I'm going to just start with literally a line. We're going to start with a line, and then let me go into spectator mode really quickly. Yeah, I think we have enough leeway. We're going to pull out some TNT. Whenever I am making dungeons, I like to start with TNT to get a sense of the shape. Which is, I know, dangerous. I know it is dangerous and fraught with peril, but we will try it anyways, because I don't think this is going to impact the surface. And this will make a room for us. Oh, crap, nuggets. Okay, well, it did hit the surface a little bit, but this is very salvageable. We're just going to take some dirt. And we're going to patch up all those pesky holes. See what I did there? There we go. Now basically no problem. I'm also going to need to give myself... There we go. Night vision, so we can work in here with ease. Okay. Nice, we'll do that. That's a good start. And then we'll make this a square room, because squares are safe. Squares make me feel comfortable. Almost as much as a pentagon, but, you know, it's close enough. Close enough. What's your dog's name? Mine is Rock Tough, says Dog TV Games. My dog, I have one. Her name is Jenny. And she is the daughter of the dog that my family used to have called Jessie. Jenny and Jessie. Very cute dogs. The mother was a border collie beagle, and the daughter is a border collie lab with beagle. Because the mother was the mother Jessie was also a lab. Forgot to say that. Very fun. Actually, no, we're gonna get rid of all this. Yeah. You say my name, says Bookish Lad, but that's kind of demanding stuff. Holy moly. Get a grip on yourself, buckaroo. Just say my name. What are you like? Like is this Breaking Bad? Say my name. It's kind of what you sound like right now. Your dog is also a border collie lab, says Nuclear Lemon. Yeah, that's cool. It's a really nice combo. I love how it looks. Oh, so let's fix this up really quick. Okay. Where else? Here. Okay. Yeah, that nobody will notice that. Nobody will notice that. That never happened. You should make a puzzle for the first room, says Snowy. Oh, that's a good idea, but I don't know what to do for the puzzle. I'm making it up as I go. We could do parkour. Parkour is pretty easy to do with slime. It's fun to make slime-themed parkour where you have to hop from place to place. So, for example, we could make it that the bottom of the room is filled with slime, and that if a person tries jumping all the way to the bottom, they'll have just enough height to get to the next part of the room. I think that'd be good. You should make a drug lab dungeon. Let's not do that one, Love Pikmin. Let's not do that one. Zelda's lawn guy says, don't worry, I told Grazzy about the TNT. Well, thanks for nothing. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna put a bunch of slime at the bottom here, which means we need to dig out a huge layer here of empty room, which will only take a second. It's gonna be really quick. I just realized by slime dungeon you mean Minecraft slime, not choo-choos. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, we're talking about Minecraft slime. Minecraft slimes, because Minecraft has actual slimes too, not just Zelda. Zelda doesn't have a monopoly on that. I went too far, I think. I think I went too far. Okay, cool. This is not right, though. We have to get rid of all this water. There, okay. Yeah, nice. We'll just patch that up, and now we got to find the other end of the room. There we go. That's where it is. We found the other end of the room. Okay, now we just need to dig all this out. This will be pretty quick. Make a chest that looks like a key item for Zelda, but is a stack full of slime balls. I mean, we could easily do that. Coco Star says, are there eventually going to be monsters and stuff added to the dungeon or the map? Ah, you mean like Bokoblins and Moblins. Well, Grazzy is not a modder himself, but there are people under him who probably will try to, or other people will say like, hey, could I add monsters to it? And he will allow it. Because his philosophy is just that he wants to build a map that people could use for anything. He is not interested himself in making any in making any additions like that. He's trying to make a vanilla experience, aside from a few additions. The things that are not vanilla include the shrines, because the shrines are actually added into the game and you teleport to them. And then the second thing, which is non-vanilla, is the, let me just fix this up really quick. The other thing, which is not vanilla, is, I think, he's gonna have runes enabled on vanilla, maybe? I'm not sure how that works. Maybe you need a mod for it, I'm not sure. No, I think it's a data pack. Whatever the case is, there are some things they're trying to add, but it's not being done by Grazzy, and Grazzy doesn't really care either way. He's like, yeah, as long as I get my map finished. By the way, did you get your house back from the Bocos? Says Allison Graffin? I think I said that wrong. Yes-ish. No, I didn't get that house back, but I'm still living in the mayor's shed, and it's pretty comfy. And he added a table in recently, so that makes it nice and well furnished. It's good enough, and the rent's cheaper, which is great because I'm a broke college student and I need to pay less. Bro, real working shrines is wild, says Sean Superior. Yeah, I can show you in a second if you want to see it. That won't be very long. It'll be a really quick process to show you that. Here, let me finish clearing out this room and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Now, the unfortunate part about this room is that if the player misses this jump, they have to find a way out of the pit. So, good luck to anybody who does this dungeon. Awesome. So let's go find a shrine that I can show you for a second, so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here we are. Here we are in Hateno Village. Classy Hateno Village, you guys all know it. And here's the shrine at Hateno Village. They made it so that when you enter into the shrine, you actually teleport to a shrine somewhere else on the map. So you'll see we're way over here. This is where the shrine actually is on the map, but it teleports you here seamlessly so you don't notice. And yeah, with the what do they call them? Horaltum snuck onto the server when I wasn't noticing. Look at that. Yes, we were talking about shrines. But yeah, once they add the ability for you to use the rune abilities, then all of these shrines should be doable, except this one, because this is motion controls. This is purely motion controls. This is not happening. Be awesome, but how did a parrot get in here? How did you get here? Weren't you... I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to think about how that parrot somehow managed to hunt me down in the complete opposite end of the map. Slime dungeon. Let's go. We're going to get back to work, though. My next step is we're going to try and change the palette of the room, because right now the color is totes incorrect, and we don't need that. We need it to be totes correct. Here we are. Oh, okay. Says Horaltum's explaining, only about a third of the shrines will work in Breath of the Wild at most, because we can't move blocks around. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. Let me text him. Never got working. So Magnesis never got working. I'm wondering if they never finished that part of the plugin. That's very possible. That's what happened. Let's move on though. We have to make slimes. The floor will be made of slime, so that if anybody falls, they will be totally safe, and then they can parkour to the other side. Things like moving platforms don't work. Ah, shucks. Shucks! They don't work. I should be doing homework, says GameCat V6. Well, yeah, you probably should be. And I should be getting a haircut right now. When I finished with school and then getting stuff at Walmart and then coming back home, I sat down, I watched a movie for like 30 minutes because I was finishing one we saw in class. And then I decided I'm going to do a live stream today. And I set everything up, and then my mom got home, and she's like, we're doing haircuts. And I'm like, okay, think about that. I got a live stream. It's starting in like 20 minutes. I don't think I can do that. So I should be getting a haircut right now, and I'm not. That'd be great, but it's not happening. Maybe it will. Maybe this will be a short stream. We don't know. You never know. Okay, so let's test how this jump goes. Right about here. That's about where we will fall. Let's try it again. And actually, if we want to, we could also do this. Yeah, that's safe. I think that's a safe jump. We could probably extend it to about there, though, if we really wanted to. Let's try that. Yeah, that's good. I like that. I like it. We're gonna do that. Horaltum also said something. He said, Horaltum, I think I'm saying that right. Also, orbs can't move and switches can't be triggered. I'm talking about making a more intense version of the data pack in order to make more of these work, but that won't be out for a while after the map releases. That's still pretty cool. Good luck to you and Howie. Zeki is the name of the guy who's making a lot of these data packs. I'm assuming that's who he's working alongside to make this happen. Mods and data packs. I'm always getting those two things confused. Okay. Let's work on adding some textures to this room. Okay, so when you're making stuff on this server, there are some pretty cool plugins you can use that allow you to change blocks on the fly really quickly. And I've written down the command for it at one point. And I'm going to try and do this now. Okay, and now I gotta find the one that allows me to mask. Okay, mask, granite, dirt. Yes, this is it. But we have to choose a palette for this. Let's just do bricks for now. And if we want to change it, we can. Oh, snap! That's the wrong brick. That's the wrong brick. Ha! I'm like, bricks will be good. Let's just do bricks. Actually, let me check my palette really quick. What's a good slime theme? Maybe there's a green block we can use. Oh, mossy stone bricks. That would look really good. I think mossy stone bricks would look pretty good. Or we could use copper too. Let me check really quick here how this looks. I think copper is the way to go. We're gonna use copper. So waxed oxidized copper. Well, I don't really care if it's waxed. Do I care if it's waxed? Not really. Oxidized copper looks really good, and weathered copper. I want to do it. I wish I could make it so it was like 25 or like 50% of each. And I know there is a way of doing it. I just don't know how. Yeah. What is that command? Let me see if I can figure it out. Sphere bricks. What is it? Copper. Is it weathered? Weathered copper. 50%. Do I write 50% there? And then I do another one? I don't remember how to do this. We'll write 2 down and see how it goes. Slash undo. Okay. Oxidized. 50% needs to come first, then a comma, then 50% of the next, no spaces. Then 50% of the next, no spaces. No spaces, okay. Okay, 50%. 50%. Oh, shoot. That's it. That's it. I think that's the right one he said. Oh, he also said earlier, I don't really know how much we can do, so I may have promised something that is physically impossible, but here's hoping. Yeah, here's hoping. Mossy stone bricks. You wanted mossy stone bricks! Oh no, I chose the wrong one! With exposed copper accents, I think that would work great. Okay, so we need to... Well, first we need to /undo. And then we need to add another thing here. So we're gonna do... I think we're gonna do something like maybe 20%, and then we'll save 30% for mossy. Sure, we'll try that. 30% mossy. Oh my gosh. Mossy stone bricks. Ooh, like that? Let me see if that's what he means. How's chat doing? Are you guys surviving? I have an idea for a stream room parkour if you scroll up a bit. It says snowy. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit distracted. What about there's like one main room and by jumping different heights you can access different rooms? That's a cool idea. That's a cool idea. Oh. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that too. So let's do mostly mossy stone bricks. We'll do like 80% mossy stone bricks, and then we'll do then just stone bricks, and we'll make the stone bricks 20%. Okay, so /undo. /undo. This is gonna take a minute. Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Horaltom always coming in clutch and saving me from my mistakes. Look at Horaltom go. He's always saving me from my mistakes. Okay, so while he's working on that, I'm going to focus on expanding the dungeon, because I would like to see this place get expanded quite a bit. We're gonna do something like that, and that's pretty good. I'm not too worried about the entrance right now and what it'll look like exactly. I just know that it'll be something that sticks out a little bit, so that if you enter into this room, you'll know, like, oh, wait a minute, this is kind of weird, and then investigate. That's really what matters. Yeah, that's the thing that matters most. We want people to notice, like, this is kind of weird, and investigate. We'll mix in some mossy as well. Yep. The command is brush sphere, mossy stone bricks, 50. Okay. Oh. Things are unhappy here. The world is unhappy with our misdeeds. Oh no. Okay, so let me try this. Can I copy this? No. I can't copy it. I have to type that all out myself. I'm not gonna do that right now. I am too lazy to do that. Yeah. What is the chat saying? Oh, Quinn Bobin's here! Is this the one under Hatano Village you mentioned in your video? No, it's not! Quinn Bobin, if you want to see that one, I'll show you really quick. There is a dungeon under Hatano Village. This is a different location, which you're gonna recognize immediately. This is a slime-themed dungeon, so of course we're gonna put this one under the bog. No, for the one that you're talking about, we have to teleport over here. This is the first dungeon I ever built for this map, and it is the one under the shed in Hatano Village. So we're gonna actually delete that. There we go. And it's normally darker when you enter this dungeon, but I have not a mod on, but I have an effect on that gives me permanent night vision. If you break through this, I don't really want to break it right now, but if we were to break through this, there is a entrance on the other side with a little bit of parkour and a chest at the end. This is the one that is under Hiteno Village. It's very small, but it's compact so that it fits within under the village. And that's a fun one. That's a fun one. There's others too, just like that. One I do want to add someday is I'd love to add one in the shed in Link's house, which is kind of random, but Link's shed in Breath of the Wild was always kind of a meme for being unenterable. So I think it'd be funny to add some sort of reference to it, like maybe a doorway, and you're like, well, where does the door lead? And it leads to a basement, and the basement is in and of itself kind of a dungeon. I think that would be cool, but it needs to be subtle, because I don't want it to distract from the vanilla aspect of the game, which would of course just be Link's house, you know. I want people to also, if they want to download this map, just be able to enter Link's house and not notice anything is wrong with it. I want both ends. I want cool dungeons, and I want it to stay true to the original. How many mini dungeons will there be, says Deity? I wish I could say. I sure wish I could say. I have no idea. I have no idea. Currently we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 5. This one's not finished. This one, I don't think this one is finished. Oh no, wait, that one is finished. 6, 7, and then this will be 8. 9, 10-ish, 10-ish dungeons. But we want to get, I would like to get to 20, if possible. I wish there could be more dungeons than that too, but we just are running out of time. We are not cooking when it comes to time making this, because although we technically could make more stuff afterwards, Grazzy said he's okay with us working on this project after he uploads the map. I'd like to try and finish everything before the map goes up. If we don't, and there is something else we want to add though, then what we'll do is we will have future versions. So maybe version 1 Grazzy puts out on day 1 is version 1.00, and then there could be a version 1.1, and then a version 1.2, so on and so forth. That's the plan as we see it right now. Let's hide this as well. Yeah, that blends in pretty well. Yeah. The DLC stuff will, okay, there will at least be a second version of the map, according to Horltum, because the DLC stuff has not been finished yet. Well, there we go. There we go. That's pretty cool. That gives me a little bit of hope. Okay, and then we do that. Sweet. And then some people were suggesting, what if we had just a giant room that was going straight down, and that it had like all sorts of parkour on it? I like that idea. I love that idea. I'm just gonna need to make sure that we make it deep enough that it doesn't impact anything else on the map. So let's see here. Yeah, I think this will work. We'll make it go down just a layer here. Yes. Yes! This is working. Trust the process, everybody. Trust the process. Any other cool questions in chat? Emily Lily says, yo, hi there. Hi. Hello there, Emerald Lily. Unfortunately, when you tried adding me, you forgot the word the, so it did not quite notify me, but I still saw your message. Deity says, hey, Brett, I got a question. I'm making my own video game, and I was wondering if I could include you as a little plushy Easter egg. Well, be my guest. I think that's fantastic. I've tried game dev. I mentioned that in one of my previous videos recently, but I wasn't able to get my brain to process it well enough. So if you're able to do it, then kudos to you. Kudos to you. Okay, now we are going to try doing something really ambitious here. We're going to try to dig out a giant room with slime at the bottom so that people can jump from one place to another within the dungeon. And I haven't the slightest idea how deep we can really go before we hit issues, but we're gonna give it our best. And I'm gonna need a new tool for this. We're gonna do wood. We'll use a wooden hoe here. slash brush. Actually, here's what we'll do. I'll go to one of my previous brushes. We're gonna make it made out of, we're gonna make it a square. Cube? What are the different shapes I can do? Circle, cylinder, what's another shape I can use here? Not sphere. Dang, I want to do a shape that's more square. Can't find one. Flatten, erode? No, that's not it. We'll try cylinder for now. Air. Oh, sorry. I think I need to give it a size first. 5 air? No, air 10. Let's try that. Oh, whoa. Whoopsies. Undo. That's not quite right. That's not quite right. I'm gonna read chat for a minute until Horaltum inevitably looks on at me and is like, "Oh, silly bread pirate. He's so silly and dumb and not able to figure this out." Could you add? Can I also add you in my game as an Easter egg? Says Dog TV game. If you do, be my guest. Just let me know afterwards. I'd love to be able to play any games with an Easter egg in me. Britta, I have a question. Could you add vine climbing areas between slime jumps? Says Snowy. That's genius. I like it. I like it, Snowy. Let's add some vines, too. Oh, Snowy, you mentioned it twice. I see it. Yes. Very good suggestions. What about an April Fool's potato update floater thing? Well, unfortunately, we don't have April Fools on this, so we're not doing that. Oh, what? Oops. That's awesome. It's just like, you know, oh no, I don't know if he realizes this mistake still exists. Oof. Are squares tricky to make? They might be tricky to make. That might be why we're not making one. Add a museum dungeon that has rooms from a bunch of Zelda dungeons. That'd be also really cool. A museum dungeon. Oh, crap. Slash undo. There we go. Oh, wait, no, slash redo. Slash redo. Okay, oh, this is tricky. Everything's falling apart. Everything falls apart, of course. Live streams like this just have a habit of doing that. But that's okay. Can you help me? Can you help me make a deep rectangular room that reaches down 200 blocks? Oh, looks like he's cooking. I think he's cooking. Oh, he's cooking. He's cooking. He's cooking. Let's go. Okay, wait. Here, let's make a furnace. Ah! Furnace. We're gonna watch him cook. How wide on each side? Let's say is 30 too much? 30 might be good. I think let's try 40 blocks. Let's do 40. Big room. Let's try that. That's a huge number, but I think it'll be good. And while he's cooking, we're gonna cook. Oh yeah, baby. Let's read the chat. Let's read the chat for a second. Hey, Bread was behind on the video, but caught up now. You always want waxed copper. If it's not waxed, it'll oxidize into more oxidized versions over time. Well, yes, but that's if it's outdoors. It's if it's outdoors. This is indoors, so it shouldn't matter as much. Let me scroll down, actually. That's a really old comment. 40 each side. Actually, 30. 40 might be too much. Yeah, that might be too much. Can you add vines to save people that fell in a dungeon? Well, there will be a slime at the bottom, so it'll be fine. Have little side paths that could lead to hidden rooms. I like that idea. I like it. Have you considered making a Bread pirate Minecraft dungeon? Says Wall Martin. I'd like to. And also, welcome back. I remember you in previous streams. Let's hope he's not cooking dubious food. Oh, you never know. Add a goat that you have to get a horn from to complete the dungeon, kind of like a key. That you have to get a horn from to complete the dungeon, says Jack Oid. I'm not sure how a horn will impact how you complete a dungeon, but it could be a reward at the end. What about 3 small rooms? Each has a key or an entrance to the next. Then you loop back to the main room to get get to those next rooms. That'd also be cool, Space Strat. But unfortunately, Minecraft doesn't work well with key and lock systems. So what we're probably going to do is we'll just have multiple branching paths in a maze. And if you explore all of them, then you get more treasure. But if you only take the direct path, then you get the best treasure quickest. That's probably what we'll do. Deity says, do you have a Discord or an email I can get into contact? Yeah, Deity, I have one. I have a Discord server, which is on my About section, a section on my YouTube channel. I also... we have to do... No, I can do the math. Wait, I can do the math, Horltum. No, don't worry. 49... Oop. Wait, one moment. 05 minus 62. 4843. I always have a calculator on hand. I always have a calculator on hand for things like this. And my email is also there if you want to email me directly. I'm pretty good at responding on both. Let's look at chat again. GameCat V6 says, do you have to scroll up? You have to scroll up, but I had a good idea for a dungeon under Link's house. Oh, okay, wait, let me look at this. V6. V6. But I have to... You made 2 messages about me having to scroll up? Oh, your suggestion was make a dungeonized version of Zelda's Secret Well. That's a cool idea. I like that. I like that. 19 Finn says, Minecraft doesn't keep track of inside or outside for copper. It will oxidize no matter what, especially when touching a more oxidized one, whereas wax will never oxidize. Oh, okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Can you make a side room with a single chicken in it? Sure. Sure, Scorch. Now we're talking realistic suggestions. Some of y'all guys are like making crazy suggestions, but this is a realistic one. Here's what we'll do. We'll make... I picked up suspicious gravel? Whatever, it doesn't matter. We'll make a side room with a chicken in it. And this'll be where we put the chicken. So we can only go 86 blocks down before we hit bedrock. I think we can go a bit lower than that if we build it manually, though. Oh. How deep can we go? Past 86, of course. Oh, the room's been cleared out. Okay, wow. Let's check it. I gotta put a chicken in here. Chicken. Name tag, and I'm gonna need an anvil. What do we name the chicken? I will name it Chick. I feel like there needs to be more in this room. Wait a minute. Wait. What can we add here? What can we add here to spruce this up a little bit? Because this is not good enough. Like, why would a chick be in here? Maybe it's its home, and instead it has hay on the ground. Yeah, now we're cooking. Or maybe this is the only life it's ever known. No, we're getting too deep. We're not going to go that deep with it. Paints. We're going to add a painting here. I feel so bad for Hold'em. He's like, I finished it. You want to see it? And I'm like, no, I'm adding rooms for chickens. You're going to have to wait. The chicken has called me. The chicken demands my attention. We'll do a little thing like that there. And a pot. We'll add a piece of pottery. Wait, no, that's too... Whatever, we're adding this pot too. And then pot. We'll add a small pot. Fiddlesticks. I'm getting rid of that. And what do we put here? Flower. Sunflower. Nope. Ooh, flower. What's a good flower? What's a good flower for a chicken? We'll use a pink tulip. There we go. That's the secret. That's the secret of the chicken room. That's the secret of the chicken room. And oh, whoa. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. This is 30 by 30. This is way bigger than expected. But it will work. Holy cow. Holy cow. This is massive. This is the dungeon. Holy crap. Wow. I guess we could just Oh. No. Okay. Wait, let me scroll back. How did he ask that question again? How did he ask that? Because I clearly misunderstood what he meant. 40 on each side. Oh. Wait, what did I say? Did I say total? I meant I wanted each side to be for 30. But you know what? This will work. Yeah, no. So instead, here's the misunderstanding. Here's the misunderstanding, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, this is where is this? 39. Okay, yeah. Yeah. That's more than enough. Yeah. So what happened is he thought we were going 30 across this length, but I meant 30 across the entire side. That's the issue. Whatever. Yeah. That's big. Yeah. This is past holy cow. This is sacred bovine, says Lucy. Yeah. You might need to make the paintbrush now. Yeah, I'm gonna need to make the paintbrush now. Oh gosh, this is gonna take a second. The current command is / brush sphere 75% mossy stone bricks, then 15% stone bricks, 5% cracked stone bricks, and I think that's good. And we're gonna need to make it something like 10. Yeah. That's starting to do it. That's cooking. We'll fill in those spots ourselves. No, we won't. You know what? I'm going to fix that myself right now. Right here, right now! We're going to make sure we get the gravel as well. I don't want to miss it. Mask, 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 mask. Andesite. That's andesite. Are we close to the surface? If we are, that might be a... Stop! If we're close to the surface, it could be a problem. No, I don't think we're too close to the surface. We can fill all this in ourselves. Brilliant. The iron ore we can fix later. That's really easy to fix. Water is easy to fix. Sweet. This is going to be way bigger in scope than I thought it was going to be. I was like, we'll make a little cute dungeon today. Instead, it's just like, nope, Giga Dungeon. Oh, the Gmask command. Oh, yeah, yeah. If you could DM it to me, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah. Gmask is what we use in order to select what kinds of blocks we would like to change. And it is kind of important. It's kind of an important thing to know how to do. I don't want to spam the system too much, otherwise it might crash, but I also kind of do want to just fix it really quickly. Yeah, that should be good. I'm actually surprised by how few diamonds there are. I would have expected more down here, but nah, whatever. You can call me Stan if you want, says Allison Graffin. That's gonna be really hard. It's gonna be really hard for me to remember. Your username just doesn't match. But I will try to remember. Oh, cool. Forgot a couple blocks. That's fine. Yeah, we can fix it later. Let me approach Discord. I never open Discord while I'm on stream, so this will be kind of interesting. Pulling it up real quick. I think this is how we ended up with the depths in Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, this is how it happens. Okay, Sam over here is messaging me, and this is it. This is the message. Brilliant. Brilliant. Does that cover everything? No. It does miss a few blocks. So I'll add those right now. Water, iron, ore. Ooh, that doesn't work. Well, what is this block? It's iron ore, but what does it count as here? Oh, it does count as iron ore. Oh, well, that... Maybe I got the previous one. Maybe it's water block? Nope, nope, nope. It didn't like that. Didn't like that. Oh, well. I'm not able to fix it. Whatever. I'm just going to move on. I'm just going to move on. Okay, so this is the basic outline. We have a few tasks to do. Number 1, water and iron should already be in the command. Oh, weird. Well, I'm not being able to fix it. Whatever. We have a few tasks to do. Number 1, we need to connect the other skeletons on the surface to this one. So I'm going to go up to the surface, and I'm gonna check this out for a second. How can we connect these? Well, this big guy over here is kind of a big deal, so let's see if we can connect him up. How can we do this? We could almost fit it. I'm sorry, the game's lagging, by the way. You should add an iron passageway. Iron passageway. No thanks, but interesting idea. I'm not sure exactly if we can fit it here. We could try, but it's a tight fit. It might be an easier idea if we just have like a... If we just ignore this part. I don't want to ignore this giant skull, but it seems like that's gonna be the way to go. Maybe here. Maybe we could sneak one right here. Yeah, maybe what we could do is we could do brick. We'll look for something like stone bricks and cracked stone bricks, and we will install it here. Let's do it. I think this will work. Yeah. And then we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just kind of sneak it down here like this. Yeah. Okay. So what will happen is, hopefully, if somebody looks underneath, they'll see this weird brick structure. Well, actually, that's if they're lucky. If they look down here and see it, they'll see it, and then notice, like, hey, maybe I can go down there. And this is the way. What the heck? Made a weird noise. This is the way that players can get to the slime dungeon from this skull. Let's check really quickly. Does that work? Yeah, that'll work. It'll need to go that way. No! That's fine. Let's just stick with the depth we have. We can ask Grazzy about that later. Okay. 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 I'm jamming to this Fruitiger arrow, by the way. I'm loving the way that it feels. So we want the floor to be slime blocks on top of stone bricks? Yes. Actually, let's make this 2 deep. Sometimes I like adding Sometimes I like adding things that are 2 blocks deep just to mess with players, because in Minecraft, when people make stairways, if they're normal, functional staircases, then they always are 1 block at a time. But for a dungeon, I like to make blocks that are, or stairways that are uneven and messy to throw people off and freak them out a little bit, because it makes the dungeon feel unnatural and scary. Okay, that's pretty good. Now, is that deep enough, though? Yes. But we need to go that way, down, and this way. Got it. Yeah. We're doing it. This will be a secret passageway players can take for getting into the slime dungeon. But it might not start them at the right layer. The price you pay. The price you pay. We'll now change all that. And hope that it didn't change anything on the surface. No, I don't think it... well, it did change that. Let's fix it. There we go. Much better. Much better. Oh, and that's... not right. Oh man, I changed quite a few things on accident, it seems. Now it should be fine. Now it should be fine. Okay. Good. Good. I like it. Let's check out the chat again. Somebody said, I wasn't trying to be rude, I was just saying it. I don't know what that conversation's about. Oh, somebody said weirdo? Wow, it's crazy. Yeah, kind of rude. Anyways, yeah, I only recognize one person from the last stream, says Dog TV. Yeah, people will come and go. I don't have Rivali, at least he can snipe people from... Oh, I'd have Rivali? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm missing the whole conversation. People in the chat are having their own conversation separate from myself today, it seems. And that's okay. That's okay. Okay. Now, after people get to this point, what we're going to do is... Oh, my goodness. The floor is collapsing. We are going to have them do a kind of like drop here that leads to... Oh, my goodness. We're going to have them do a drop that leads down to the slime dungeon. So this will be the hole. Yeah, that works pretty well. And at the bottom, of course, we'll just have slime. Might seem a little bit lazy, but you know what? It is functional. And functionality is what matters most today. Yes. So this will be about midway down. Yeah, that's a midway point on the dungeon. Works. Works for me. I like it. I like it. So that's one entrance. And then we need, I think, 2 more. Another one we need is up. Where is it? Here? Here. Haha, here. Because there's an entrance already right there. This has an entrance, but this one does not. So what we could do here, and this one will be kind of sneaky, is it'll just literally drop out onto the main floor, as that'll be its own sort of booby trap. Each entrance will do something totally different. Brilliant. Let me check out the chat again. Guys, what if we have a history lesson from Bread Pirate? If we have a history lesson while Bread Pirate isn't paying attention. That would be funny. I do like history. History is fun to talk about. Like the Roman Empire, the American Republic, the wars of Europe. Oh, I love talking about the wars of Europe. The War of Spanish Succession, I might have said that weirdly, is one that's often underlooked. Often unnoticed. The way that it worked is it's kind of like the First World War. The War of Spanish Succession was about the French Empire, or maybe it was the Spanish Empire, having a right to the throne in both Spain and France. And that seems kind of mundane. It's like, okay, who cares? Who cares? Some guy has a right to the throne in Spain and France. But why this was a big deal is that if somebody had the right to both thrones, it meant they could lead both of the most powerful countries in Europe at once. And the other countries in Europe said, that's kind of a big deal, and that's kind of bad. It would have been a super republic, a super empire. I mean, it would have controlled like half the world through colonies alone. So the rest of the countries in Europe formed the Avengers. They formed the Avengers to defeat this conglomerate of Spain and France to stop them from combining together. And what sucks is that we never learn about it, or we rarely hear about it in American history, because it was before America existed, and it just seems like one of the other random wars in Europe. But the more you look into it, the more you realize that was kind of a precursor to the World Wars. That's like the First World War. It even took place before the 7 Years' War, which was between Britain and France. And that one was also like a world war in its own right, but people always overlook it. So I think that's a really cool one to learn about. But I would not feel comfortable giving a full-blown history lesson on it because I'm not privy to all the details on it. I just know that those are the basic outlines, and it's worth looking into if you have any passing interest in history. Yeah, so this will be freaky. Whoever is like coming through this part of the dungeon will have to watch out. And actually, oh my goodness, you know what would be really fun? We could add booby traps to this room. So if you're walking through and you land on a pressure plate, it pops out underneath you and you fall down into the slime room. We're gonna do that. And at the end of this room, we are going to tempt people with a diamond block. That'll be the tantalizing reward that everybody thinks they're going to get, but realistically they're not. There is only death. There is only destruction. There is no happiness in this world. Nothing is free. That's what old Lady Anderson says in Over the Garden Wall. Okay, torch? Yes, it is called a torch. Cool. Now, I have a problem. I want to change these things here in this room, but I need to adjust the brush size. Awesome, let's just do a size of 4. Yeah. Let's hear what Hortletum had to say. Honestly, one of my favorite moments on the Breath of the Wild SMP was Bread just randomly conducting a history lesson as we were building the base. That entire stream was really fun. Yeah, I remember that one. That was us building the base in Eventide for the survival map. Horltum also says, honestly, there's far more mundane things that are more enticing than a diamond block on this map. Horltum is right. A diamond block is not the most enticing on the Grazzy SMP. And the reason it's not very enticing is because diamond blocks can be found pretty much anywhere. However, it's a nice, easy reward, so I think I'll stick with it. Just because it's so easy to demonstrate, like, this is something you want to get to. And it'll also look, if anybody's watching out for booby traps, it'll look really obvious, like, hey, wait a minute, it's a booby trap. But if they aren't, then it'll be like, oh, duh, that was a booby trap. And they should have watched out for it. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. Just a really blunt block of diamonds. Yes, we're going to use redstone to make them fall. We're going to use, what, redstone? Tripwire's not a bad idea. Tripwire's not a bad idea, actually. I like that idea. So let's try designing this. I've done this before, but it's been a while. The other time where I did this, and I'm going to do some research. The other place I did this at was the rat dungeon. There is one here that I did this with. So how did I do it? I used a compactor, a repeater. I used a repeater, a sticky piston, and then we had a redstone torch. Okay. More than one block wide? Well, we can do that. We can certainly do that. Swamp. Teleport here. Yeah, it's pretty good. We can do that. We can easily do that. Okay. Oh, come on. I accidentally clicked the spacebar. They trapped me in a dungeon, a stone dungeon with rats. Okay. I should have seen where that was going. That's on me for not noticing where that was going. Okay. We'll add that there. And then how do we do it? I think it was literally just redstone there? Or was it? Maybe it was redstone here. There we go. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Now we need a trip wire. Oh, a tripwire hook might be too obvious, actually. Wait a minute, no. Tripwire hook might look too obvious. I think, I mean, both look kind of obvious. If we do a tripwire hook, we need to decorate the hallway a little bit more to look more unobvious. But yeah, we have a few options here. Are we missing something? I feel like something's missing here. The wiring from here depends on what you want to use. We're gonna use string. We're gonna use a tripwire like this to start with. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. No, that's not right. Why is it being so funny? It's like one of them is turning the other on or off. Weird. You know what? I'll let... That's weird. Okay, well, hey, I'm gonna... Yeah. I'll start the next one while you do that. Okay. Here's what we'll do. To decorate this room, every 2 blocks, we're gonna put a little crevice. And what this will do is it'll make it look more natural when players run into a tripwire. They won't suspect that one of them has a tripwire behind them. That's the hope, at least. Yeah. That'll work. So we'll put another one. Let's just put it right here at the beginning. Right here, as soon as people enter, we're gonna have a tripwire. Oh wait, no, we can't. Oh yes, we can. Haha, we can. We can. We could put it right here. And this will lead straight down into the slime room. That's good. That's good. Can we add an upstairs, downstairs on the upside down stair on the indent? Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. I think that's a good idea because it'll look nice. We'll get rid of this. I like that idea. That was a good idea. It also obscures it just a little bit more, which is perfect. Oh, son of a lobster. I just got rid of it. Bring it back. Okay, so that's what we're working with. Huh. Kind of there? Yeah. Okay, then we turn it around. Lower it a bit. Sorry if my commentary is not going to be doing very well today because I'm focused on building. Yep, that's good. We'll add a redstone torch there. This is the way that I was taught how to do it, so we're just going to test this out. Why is it not working? Oh, ha! We're going to add a redstone torch here. And now we need to add a repeater somewhere on this. We'll add it... doesn't really matter. We'll add it right here. Yeah, that's it. That's the way the booby trap will work. To test it out also, I'm going to put a mossy block there. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Although I think I want it to be a little bit deeper. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna delay this by another second. And then we're gonna move this side as well. We're gonna have both sides move. Yeah. Instead of a tripwire, do a skulk sensor? No, we're not gonna do that. How much does Grazzy pay you? Blink twice for help. He doesn't pay me. He doesn't pay me. I do this out of the kindness of my heart. Because I enjoy it. And that will be another one. Can I do that? No, I don't think so. What if we do that instead? Yeah, that's a better idea. That's a better idea. Cool, so if somebody is walking through aimlessly or carelessly, they will suffer the consequences on this booby trap. Good, I think that it's ready there. Why is it not affecting gravel? He did not add gravel as one of the parameters of things that are impacted when he made the mask. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's add gravel. Let's just add gravel. There we go. And now we can just cover this up. We'll also just add, like, oh, can't do that. Torch? Let's just add some light into here so it doesn't cause any mobs to spawn, because I don't really want mobs to spawn in there. There we go. Ooh, ew, wait a minute. That's not good. I don't want that showing. I guess that's one clue that something is up. I don't have a better way of stopping that. Slab? Can I just put like a slab there? That's really weird, but whatever. I guess we're gonna just have slabs randomly throughout it. Yeah. That's the giveaway. What on earth is this? This is so overcomplicated. This is so overcomplicated. Wait. Look at this again. Look at what's going on in this room versus this room. Do you guys see this? Am I seeing this? Look at me. Like, Horaltum is like. People in the chat are saying I'm an Albert Einstein. I think Horaltum is the Albert Einstein. I'm more like the Tom Sawyer over here. I'm like doing the poor man's redstone, and then Horaltum has this crazy circuit going, which I don't even begin to understand. I don't even know what this thing does. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what any of this does. I have no idea. I'm happy with my end of the bargain though. I think I did pretty well. And you know what? If people fall into this part, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a platform ready for them. I missed. This platform will have slime on it too to protect them. It does. What it does is not work for some reason. Oh no. I feel like just letting Horaltum struggle with that for a minute instead of going over and helping him like the Good Samaritan would. I'm just gonna let him figure it out. I'm sure Horal's got it. He's got it under control. It's fine. And then we'll have this be just a platform here you could fall on. Yeah, that's fun. Wait, is it? Oh my goodness, it's not centered. This will be better. That's good enough. You'll fall into one of these two spots here. And now we can now we can add parkour anywhere we want. Yes. This looks really bad because he is always on a roll. What? Oh, wait. Oh, sorry, two different people. Gideon, Kagan, if it looks bad now, you've clearly never tried cleaning a room before. Because when you try cleaning rooms, they look really bad at first, but it's all worth it in the end. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. It's gonna look kind of weird right now, but it will look better. And we're actually gonna start with that beautification process. And to do that, we are going to add some rims here. Things that players can walk across. These will be the outer periphery where monsters could spawn and where also there is a little bit of parkour for surviving. Now now of course if players want to, they can just, I messed that up because I'm in creative. If players want to, they could also just break the parkour by building, and that's totally fine with me. But at least there is a little bit of parkour, and they have to figure that out. Do they want to actually try doing the parkour? Or do they want to instead build across? Because this is an easy jump to make. Anybody can make this jump. But if you don't want to, that's fine as well. That's perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to add stuff like this all along the ends. And then we're also going to have the middle have all sorts of catwalks and walkways as well. In fact, let's add one of those right now. I love that idea. Somebody mentioned a catwalk, and we're going to add that right here. Yeah. Bread, you're ignoring everyone, says Lucy. Yeah, sure. I guess that's one way of putting it. The other way you could put it is Bread Pirate is intensely trying to build, and it's hard to do as well as typing. I'd like to see you try that. Ninja Quest says, why are you ignoring me? Well, I think I just broke that vicious cycle. Apologies, chat. Apologies. I'm ignoring you. I guess I don't get to decide what it is. It's I am ignoring you. Okay, what do we decorate? We'll use this. Or actually, you know what? There's a scary noise in Minecraft, but you know what? Maybe we could use something like this on it. Like a fence almost. And that's alright if we miss a few. It'll be like it's destroyed or something. Actually, let's do that. We're gonna make this extended outward. We're gonna have a middle platform here that's a little bit bigger. And we don't need to have any side rooms. We can have everything in the middle. Can you quickly step on the tripwire so I can watch what the redstone is doing? I can do that. Underneath a large body of water, why don't you have waterfalls coming from the ceiling? Ooh, that's a good idea too. I like the idea of having the ceiling having water fall down from it. Although, I'm not sure how that'll interact with slime. That might go poorly. This is so hard. Old Game says he's ignoring me. Guys, I'm not ignoring you. I'm not ignoring you. For one, there's a lot more latency on the streams now because my bitrate is not fast enough to handle it. Secondly, I'm trying to play the game at the same time as watch chat. I can apologize, but also, like, it's kind of unavoidable. If I'm apologizing, it's kind of insincere. It'll be an insincere apology just because, like, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I can try my best, but it's not gonna be easy. Please say Breadite. Well, there you go. I beat cancer, says Old Game. Well, congratulations. If that's true, I don't know. Sometimes people say random things in chat and it doesn't make any sense. But if that is true, then congrats. Yeah. Finn says, you read chat way more than any other streamer. You're fine. Well, thank you, Finn. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best. I really do. I do. It's really hard when you're trying to play a game, especially building. The idea behind these streams is that they're going to be kind of different than my others, where I'm like really intensely reading chat. Actually, this is about as the same as I am other streams, but it's going to be more focused on me building. That's what I'm trying to say. The main focus is on me trying to build the things. So if chat takes a back burner, that's why. That's not bad. That's not bad. We could add like a little... We could add a roof to it. I don't want to make these too complicated, though, because if we do, then I'm going to have to copy and paste that everywhere. The complicated design. And I don't want to do that manually. I'd like to find a way of automating it if we do make it really complicated. But I don't even know how to do that, so we're going to avoid that if we can help it. No, actually, we will build it right here like that. And this platform might have some treasure on it or something of the like. Yeah, kind of like that. Very retro Minecraft-y looking. And that's what I like. So that's kind of a little taste of what it's going to look like. Now, somebody suggested water. I'm going to test the properties of water on slime. I don't know what happens if it destroys it or not. It does not. But that looks kind of bad. So we can't just have water everywhere. But you know what we could do? I like this idea. Wait a minute. We are going to try and add some variation to the floor. Okay. / brush sphere. Ooh. Performer? It's not... Worldtum just figured something out. Sphere? Brush. How do I do brush? Alright, I guess we're gonna watch Bread Pirate struggle with brushes again. Sphere, type, size. So sphere, and then I'm gonna do slime block 4. It's not working. Bread, can you look at my last chat, says Nuclear Lemon. Yeah, sure, I can try to. Remember how I mentioned that old ruin at the start of the stream? I'm thinking about it, and I thought maybe Ocarina of Time's Forest Temple could do good. That would be... That's too ambitious, though. It's too ambitious. It's got to be smaller. Emerald Lily says, that's very fair. I don't mind. I'm always being ignored by everybody. Oh, that's sad, though. No. Wiggles says, you missed my question. I'm sorry. Bread, can you look at my last chat? Yes, I saw that. We wouldn't be watching if we didn't enjoy your struggling with brushes, says Walmartin. Yeah. It's all about struggling with brushes. It's all about the struggling with brushes. Ah, my goodness. Maybe I need to do slash mask air. Ah! I don't really want it to be a mask, though. Whatever, I'll figure it out another time. Let's just focus on all these walkways and whatnot. From here, we could actually just have it keep extending outward. I kind of like that idea, that it just extends outward all the way across the entire thing. And maybe we could have minecarts? No, that's too much, too much. We won't have minecarts. That's a ridiculous idea. Minecarts. The horror. Come on, there we go. So we need to move the pit 1 block further from the tripwire and it'll all work. Piston 1 block further from the trip. Oh, he had it too close. I see. He had it too close. Oh, goodness. Oh, good golly. That got... There was a hole there. Dangerous. Dangerous. Horrible. Horrible. The audacity. We're gonna also put something here. We're gonna make this one bigger, though. I like having irregularity in dungeons. Dungeons that are symmetrical, you know, those work too, but I like having dungeons that are very irregular and strange feeling. Like, wait a minute, how does this go together? Because then every time you're exploring a new section of it, it catches you off guard. Is a curse sometime? Infinite reach? Yeah, I mean, must be. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Has anybody watched the movie Sing? The movie Sing. Has anybody watched that? I was watching that in my band room today. And, you know, it's actually a lot better than I remember. I always loved the music from it, especially the mouse named Mike. But, man, the other singers have some really good bangers, too, that they chose. It's a really well-done film. Is that a square? I think so. That was me breaking a hole in the floor while trying to dig the pit. Oh, ha, nice. Trying to dig the pit. Mr. Bread, or Bread Pirate, what's the status on Echoes of Wisdom? Have you finished it yet? No, not yet, although, well, Martin, I am getting closer now. I'm a lot closer than I used to be, but not quite there yet. I finished Hebra, and I have finished Death Mountain. But I have to still do the Deku Nations part of the dungeon. I won't say too much because I don't want to spoil it. But if you've played that far, then you know. However, I also have a friend that I played the game with when I was doing the Winter Dungeon, the Hebra Dungeon, and he showed me what happens when you complete all 3 of those dungeons, and that's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. But I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to spoil people. Okay. Bread, I haven't any of your Echoes of Wisdom videos yet because I don't... Oh, you haven't watched any of them. Nuclear Lemon, that's perfectly fine if you haven't watched any of my videos. on Echoes of Wisdom. I haven't been watching a lot of my fellow YouTubers' videos on Echoes of Wisdom either to avoid spoilers. But once I finish the game, I intend to watch more than I do right now. That's actually one reason I suspect that Echoes of Wisdom has fewer views than other Zelda games, because just the story is such a big deal, you don't want to spoil it. So you avoid everybody else's content on it. Which is unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? That's just how Zelda works, especially the older games, and this is a style that they tried to mimic with Echoes of Wisdom. It also might just be Echoes of Wisdom is a less popular Zelda game. It didn't sell nearly as well as Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but it also sold worse. This is interesting. It sold worse than Link's Awakening, the remake. And that's very fishy to me. That it sold worse than a remake of a game, but whatever. I have no idea how I didn't add watched to the chat. No, that's fine, it's fine. I understood what you meant. I make typos all the time. I have to correct my texts when I type them to people constantly. Can I build? There we go. So I understand the concern entirely, 100%. What are we doing now? How did I do it over here? Okay, so one big block. Kind of like that. I'm trying to translate what I did with the previous platform there to this one. And it's not going to be easy or pretty, but I think it'll function. It'll function barely. The idea is that this is somewhat of a floating platform. Oh, creepy noises. Minecraft has a habit of doing that. I might not even be able to finish this dungeon tonight now that I'm thinking about it. This is just so large, so much larger than I was anticipating. But it'll be fine. We'll fill it out and it'll look good in the end. Okay, then we have the ends here built up. Yep. Yeah, kind of like that. That's how we will do this. This is very disorienting to watch. And I'm the guy who's controlling it, and it's disorienting. I'm pretty sure it'll be disorienting for everybody else, too, watching this. I feel like I'm controlling a foreign game. Foreign and alien to my physical body. But it's happening. It's happening there. Okay. That needs one more. Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what it looks like over here. Then this builds down in a triangle, and then we have a spike in the bottom. Okay. We can do that. Okay, all the pistons fire at the same time, and they have no choice but to fall in the pit if they don't stop. But there's no one block you can stand on between the tripwire and the pit. Sweet. That's good. That's good. We figured it out. We figured it out. I did this wrong. Wait a minute. I need to build it here. Ah! That makes more sense. That makes more sense. So people have a chance to get the diamond if they notice the tripwire. I don't know if that's what you wanted. That's perfect. Booby, and this, okay. Booby traps, I'm gonna finish that word. Booby traps are only good if they can be avoided. This is especially true if you play Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons booby traps, the only point in having one is if it can be avoided. If a player can't avoid a booby trap, what's the point? What's the point in having it? Then just strike them with lightning, you know? Good if they can be avoided. Avoided with common sense too. Sometimes in D&D, you'll run into a booby trap and the DM will be like, roll to see if you can disarm it. It's like, nah, I see the booby trap. Can I just disarm it by doing X, Y, Z? And they're like, roll for it. And it's like, no, I don't want to. I just kind of want to disarm it. Can I do that? Can I just disarm it? That'd be great. Thanks. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. There. Kind of like that. I'll fill it out a little bit more in a minute. This will all make sense. It'll all make sense in a minute. Don't worry, everybody. It will make sense. I'm no Grian. I'm also no mumbo jumbo, but this will make sense in a minute. Yes, yes. Yes. Pretty good. Now we're going to take it down again. I kind of disagree only in case that if a booby trap is designed as a way to force the player to a new area, like giving them a sneak peek at later area, but not allowing them to fully explore it yet. Well, yeah, but that's pretty situational. Yeah. And it also defeats the purpose of player autonomy. Yeah. Sorry, we're getting into like high-level D&D discussion now. Like, how much autonomy should the player have, and should we force the player into situations by making them be forced to lose to the game at certain points? Which is a really complicated topic that there are hundreds of hours of content about on YouTube. So we're not going to get into that today. That doesn't look right. Let me fix that a little bit here. Yeah, multiple traps that can force the player out of an area. They can choose how they get to lose. Nah, I don't know. That doesn't sound fun to me. That doesn't fix it for me. Yeah. It's the illusion of choice at that point. You know, when you play D&D, there's always a bit of an illusion of choice, but, like, that seems a bit extreme to me. That seems a bit extreme. There should be an actual choice involved there in, like, do I want to fall for this trap or not? I'm gonna have to break some more off. Yeah. Something like that. You know, it's fine, whatever. It doesn't need to be perfect. Yeah, this will be fine. And right there. But when I play D&D, I like to give players an actual choice. I mean, there's a little bit of illusion of choice, but you got to pick your poisons. If I needed to force the players to be in a new area, what I would do is at the beginning of the session, I would say, all right, your players are in prison. I don't know why they're in prison, but you can decide how that happened. Or like maybe I know vaguely how it happened, but the specifics are up for you to decide. You're in a new location. You'll have to escape here. Or maybe you say like, all right, after several years since the last adventure, something has changed. You know, like I like to give the players that kind of choice. It's a little bit different. Zeldian is in chat. It says, of course, how very bred of him. Guys aren't thinking creative enough. Create a chicken shrine. Chicken shrine would be pretty cool. Chicken shrine would be really cool. Being captured as guards counts as a trap to me. That's not a booby trap, though. That's not a booby trap. But I suppose I see your point. It still traps the player to an extent. Yeah, I guess I could see that. It's not a booby trap. That's what I was referring to, but it is a trap. So, you know, fair. Okay, so this platform, I think, is large enough that we can make it multi-layered, so we'll have multiple parts to this that are different heights. So, for example, we will have a middle zone that is a level 2 on it that the players can interact with. Yeah, there we go. I gotta get Grazzy in on one of these streams soon. Oh, bread, what is your favorite kind of bread? You are the bread pirate after all. Nuclear lemon, my favorite type of bread is white bread, homemade, with cinnamon added to it. Cinnamon makes white bread taste really good. I know there's the whole argument of like, if it's too sugary, is it bread anymore or is it cake? I could care less. I'm still adding sugar to my bread because it tastes good, and that's what matters to me. It tastes good. Although without sugar still tastes good too, you know. The owner of the dungeon was actually... I don't think I would expect them to do that unless the owner of the dungeon was actively expecting them. Yeah. Yes. Makes sense. Now, one of the reasons that me and Horaltum are having this whole debate, what are we working on a Shrine of Dungeon? Says G. Oh, we're working on a dungeon called the Slime Dungeon, where it's a giant room in the middle with a ton of slime on it, and it'll have all these crisscrossing paths along the middle of it with treasure and booby traps for players to explore. Is it well thought out? Absolutely not, but it will end up being pretty cool in the end, and that's what matters. That's what matters. Yeah, we'll just do that. In fact, oh, I went too far. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the reason that me and Horaltum are having this debate is because I believe me and Horaltum have a different background when it comes to D&D. For myself, I'm very involved in the old school Renaissance style of Dungeons & Dragons, and I think Horaltum is more 5e traditional, is what it sounds like. I like the old school style though, because it offers a lot more autonomy to the players and focuses less on the storytelling element. So forcing players to do things is kind of frowned upon, and instead it's more like players get to break the system however they want. If they want to be a booby trap, they can through just sheer cunning, or choosing not to. Which means that whenever you're taking autonomy away from the player, you're doing the opposite of the old school style, and you have to be very careful about it and make sure the players are okay with it. Like, for example, asking them, like, hey, would you like to go to a new continent? And maybe, like, say you guys went to prison for some reason. And they're like, cool. And I'm like, all right, how did you end up in prison? Let's just discuss it. 5e is more like, how do I say? 5e is more like, here is how everything went down. There are specific reasons for everything. And it's explained to you instead of you explaining it. Sometimes. It depends. It depends. The Dungeon Master changes a lot. Dungeon Master impacts a lot of it. .5e isn't bad, but it's just weird. This discussion is getting way too philosophical, though. I think we're going to lose a lot of people's attention trying to explain the differences between 5e and the old school system. I don't think this is going to make sense to a lot of people. Because you aren't missing a lot of my messages, I'll ask for Wiggles, what is your favorite Zelda game? Oh yeah, sorry, for the green tag names that are green in chat are way easier for me to notice, so I'm seeing those first. My favorite Zelda game is Link's Crossbow Training because it's the best Zelda game, so yeah. Whoa, interesting. Wait, 5e is more about making them feel like the world is happening around you, so there's less straight-up questions about how the story will go. More passive player input. I don't know. Is that true? Kinda. I don't know. I think it's more complicated to explain than can be done justice in Minecraft chat. Look, the Wikipedia article does a better job telling the differences. Yeah. Okay, let's build this up more. And then we'll do that. And then we will connect them all. Not like there. Let's connect them here. Have a little fortress look to it. And then we will have this be some sort of part of a puzzle that involves players jumping from one end to another. I like it. I just mean in 5e, you would never ask the players if they want something to happen. It would just happen if the DM wanted it to happen. But a good DM would only make it happen if it served what the players wanted for the story. Ah, I see. Okay, no. Sorry, this is getting a little confusing because I'm actually that little addition on my part is a little bit outside the scope of 5. This is too difficult. I can't explain this in this chat. I can't do it. What is the boss of this place going to be, says Eldian? Well, not all these bosses have dungeons. A lot of them are just dungeons for the sake of dungeons. It'd be cool to have a boss, but it's more likely it just will not. It's more likely it'll just have a ton of slimes that spawn everywhere. For example, slime, egg, spawner. Yeah. Yeah, lots of fun, but difficult to explain. Lots of fun, but difficult to explain. That's kind of the punchline of this. So I need to have a puzzle that involves jumping from here to another part, like here. Fallout D&D. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Make a boss, the boss a slime mob, then after you defeat it, to spawn a mega cube. Nuclear Lemon, you're, again, assuming way too much of us. Unfortunately, when it comes to how these dungeons are going to work, they're going to be very vanilla-y. So they're going to act like vanilla dungeons. We're not going to be adding tons of crazy plugins or like redstone to make things work. It'll just be very simple. Because if we were to make them complicated, we would end up being here for probably a month. And we don't have time for that. We do not have time for that. Yeah, so you jump down here and fail because I did not make this tall enough. That might be what happened. Or maybe I need to make this shorter. We could also make this closer. There we go. That makes sense. Yeah, so you jump from here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. And now we have like a multi-tier layer here. Yeah, I mean, Hornelton, we easily could, but like, I don't want to. I want this to be able to run vanilla so that it will just feel Minecrafty. I know, this is really weird. Okay, so I'm about to be very controversial. I just really like vanilla Minecraft, right? I know mods are cool and fun, but there's something about pure Minecraft that captures my imagination in a childlike way, and I like to keep that as much as possible, especially when I'm building these, which is why a lot of my palettes end up looking very simple, because if you look at actual Minecraft dungeons online, they're usually just one color palette. And I try and mimic that a little bit with my own builds. I love the music right now. Who else in chat knows what this is? I'm trying to recognize it myself. I don't know if I know this exact one. It's a bunch of Nintendo music from their menus, but I don't know exactly which songs are which. Yes. Okay, cool. So we have a puzzle there. That's one jump. I don't know where it'll lead, but maybe it'll lead this way? We could do that. I like the idea of letting players decide where they'd like to go themselves. I think there's something fun about that. It changed right as I said it. Dang it, it was the Badge Arcade menu music. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Zeldian. Yeah, the slimes, spawning more slimes is vanilla. Well, yeah, I mean the, like, whole boss mechanic thing, though. Like, that's not gonna happen. Like, we're not gonna have bosses. That's just too much. Okay, we need to have another platform here. So let's put one here. Oh, that's not very far at all. That falls a lot. Do you have any plans on this or just going with it? We're just kind of going with it, unfortunately. There aren't a lot of plans for how we're going to make this work as we're going. We're just kind of doing it. Why is poverty in Legend of Zelda fun? Why is it fun? Why is it fun? Because when you have nothing, you end up valuing everything you have. Duh. Next question. Next question. There we go. That's good. We can make this a little room with some treasure in it for the player going out of their way to go there. Ah! It didn't work. It didn't work. It's not far enough. Or actually, what we could do is we could add a spot between it. We could do something like this. There we go. A little puzzle there. That's fun. And this is not centered. This is not centered. So we have to move everything over by 1. There we go. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay. Let me look at chat again. Any question I desire? I don't know what that's about. I didn't know you were a parkour master. I'm not. I'm not. Have you seen the new Minecraft movie trailer that came out today, says Finn? No, I haven't. I have not seen it yet. My guess is something for the Wii or 3DS. I don't quite recognize it. You're asking about the music, right? Yeah. Do you have a planner or are you just going with it? Yes. Yes, I'm just going with it. Okay, so not too much has happened in chat. You can make it a little dropper. Make a little dropper. Well, we could, but I don't want to figure it out. I have a question about echoes. Can you have multiple save files like in older Zelda games? Yes, you can. You could have multiple save files by having multiple profiles, or on the same profile, you can have 2 different save files going, and then each of them have their own set of autosaves. So you could have multiple save files. Jack Black is in it. Well, gee. That is true. Jack Black is in the new Minecraft movie. He is, in fact, in it. Well, let me read the chat here from Hortom. I think when it comes to survival games, you use everything you have so long as you worked hard to get it. Oh, you will use everything you have so long as you worked hard to get it, which doesn't really apply to Zelda when you're just picking everything up off the ground, but anything like a raft, for example, you actively need it and use everything you get. Oh, on the poverty discussion. Yeah. As long as you worked hard to get it. I don't know if I agree with that either. Sometimes I collect stuff in Minecraft that I don't end up using. I like the beginning of Minecraft as well, a lot more than the later part of Minecraft. Because at the beginning, everything is way more useful. Way more useful. My Animal Crossing name is Ninja Land, says Ninja Quest. Cool. The Zelda movie should be based on Four Swords Adventures, says Zeldian. That's a hot take. And will probably not happen, but that would be cool. That would be cool. I would not hate that because Four Swords Adventures has some sick plot points, especially the manga. The manga I haven't read, but I have a friend that tells me all about the manga. It's really good. Can I do that? Will that work if I do that? Like, can I still reach that platform? Oh, easily, easily. We're gonna cover this thing in slime. And then when I jump from this, what happens? Okay, so we're gonna get rid of this. And we're gonna add a new spot here. You get to the late game and you need to work harder for most everything you need. Coraltum is saying, oh yes, on the discussion of poverty still. Yeah, but then by the time you get to the late game Minecraft, you need to work harder for the things you need. Yeah, but the things you need in the late game are just like better armor. Potions, I mean, potions kind of make sense, but a lot of it is just kind of numerical upgrades. It's not as fun as the beginning where like each new upgrade is actually something really impactful, like I can craft stuff now, or I can burn stuff now in Minecraft. You know, like they're pretty big upgrades with each item. Again, this is a really philosophical topic, which is kind of hard to do through Minecraft. But I really do like the beginning of Minecraft a whole lot better than the late part of Minecraft, where everything is grinding for small incremental upgrades that are mostly numerical. Not all of it is. Like, the Elytra is really big, but that kind of feels like an early thing. Getting an Elytra shulker boxes are quite hard to get. Yeah, that's really hard to get. That's true. Those are cool. We're gonna do this. What is chat saying? Wow, I sparked an argument, says Old Game. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. How could you do this to me? It's okay, I forgive you. I forgive you. Do I forgive you? Yes, I do forgive you. How do I connect this? Yeah, I do need to do it here. Like so, yeah. Needs more later game lateral upgrades. Lateral, oh, that's a good word for it. Yes, lateral upgrades. Yeah, it needs more lateral upgrades. I like the way that Horldum is wording that. That's a good way of putting it. I meant to say horizontal progression, not lateral upgrades. Oh, sorry. I actually didn't know what you meant by lateral. I just thought it was a big word and it sounded cool. I was like, ooh, fancy. I like to use the word mechanical upgrades and numerical upgrades because that's usually how it comes about. Big industry designer gamey words don't really mean anything to me, but when you say mechanical upgrade, that means something, right? A mechanical upgrade is I can do a new mechanic. A numerical upgrade is I get a bigger number. And that has like a really concrete meaning in my mind. Do you do a little ruined section? Wait, somebody was saying something. Do a little ruined section that has a lot of smaller jumps, says Link. I will try that. Which do you think is worse, leather or chainmail? Well, leather is worse numerically, but chainmail is really hard to get upgrades for, so... Not upgrades, it's hard to get in the first place, so I think chainmail is slightly worse. I'm doing a Minecraft challenge where I start out with 0 chests, and along the way I get more by finding structures or others. The Ocean Temple with a jungle as well. Oh, interesting! Wait, Max Yiga. Is your challenge that you can only use chests that you find in the world? Because that's a really interesting challenge. That puts a limit on how much you can hold. That's a really interesting challenge. I like that. I actually really like that challenge. I wonder, what would Minecraft be like if you banned yourself from using chests or barrels? Or what if you played in a multiplayer world where nobody can craft those things and you can only find them? That would be really interesting. That's a really interesting challenge. Now I'm getting ideas for myself. Like, I would love to play in a world like that. That would be fun. Yeah, that makes total sense. And actually it does. It does make total sense. Thanks for reading my comment, says Max Yiga. Well, you're welcome. Oh. I have a notification on my phone. It's a messenger chat. It's useless. Don't need that. Okay. Well, it's actually getting kind of late. It's 8:30, and I'd like to keep working on this dungeon, but I'm gonna need to get dinner soon and get a haircut. So I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna work on this outside of stream and get more of it done. But right now, I'm gonna get going. I know it seems kind of abrupt, but this is gonna be a really big project. So anyways, I'm gonna have, let's see, how long have we been going? It's 2 hours. We've been going for 2 hours, so that's fair. Yeah, we're gonna call it here. Let me pull out my chat here so I can look at this. Oh, somebody was saying there's a simple command you can use to add a big slime to the dungeon. I could tell it to you if you want. Maybe another time. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. So, we're gonna end with our good old tradition, which is praying out the stream. So, let me figure out where the music is. There we go. Dear God, thank you we were able to make a slime dungeon today, or begin it. Help us to make it as cool and fun as possible, and thank you for the fun philosophical discussions we had along the way. In Jesus' name, amen. Alrighty, thanks for stopping by, and until I see you next time, have fun, storm the castle.